Hello and welcome in this CATIA tutorial. This is the second part of two-part tutorial about doing a basic design and then making a draft of it. In this part we will do the draft. So here we can see our finished design or finished part. So let's click Start, Mechanical Design and choose Drafting. Now we can see a window with four options we can choose from. We can choose an empty sheet, or we can choose an automatic layout. This is the view from all sides and also an isometric view. This is just front, bottom and right, front, top and left. We will choose front, bottom and right because it's okay for us. Here we can see that it will be ISO format and A3 the size of the paper. Let's hit OK. So this is our drafting window. As we can see, our part is too small, the scale is too small for this paper. We can change the scale or we can change the format of the paper. We can do these changes in sheet number 1. We hit properties and we can choose, I will choose a paper of A4 and the orientation will be portrait, not a landscape. Let's click apply and see our part will fit on this paper, so let it OK. So we can move our part to be in the middle. We'll do it by clicking with the left mouse button and dragging it. When we hold and drag the main view, all the other views will come and move with it. We'll zoom in, move this part a bit up, this view. What I like to do in the beginning is move these labels to the side so they are not in the way. When we will start constraining the parts. So, and we now can start putting the dimensions of our part in the model. Let's double click dimensions. The rule for the dimensions is that every dimension should be only marked once. So we can start by clicking this part of our design, dragging it a bit further from the part and clicking OK. Next we can put this. If we want these two lines to connect, we will go here. We see a circle form there. Let's hit the left button. Now, if we are going to put dimensions on this kind of things, we will select from our tool palette the first horizontal dimension in view. We will click the part and we have a first horizontal dimension. And so we will continue by clicking this point and now this lower point, and we will now have a vertical dimension. Let's unclick this. This intersection point detection, it's sometimes useful, sometimes we don't need it. Right now we will use it for setting the dimension of this part and connecting the two dimensions together. The last dimension in this view will be this. So now we need to put dimensions on this inner circle and this outer circle. We'll do it by choosing the radius dimension, clicking in this radius, and now we will do the diameter dimension and we will put diameter inside of this part. We can do radius or diameter, it doesn't matter that much. I just want to put the diameter right now, not radius. And now this is everything from this view. We can move to the upper view and we just need to put the dimensions of the height of the part, the overall length. I'm sorry, we need to choose the dimension tool, and the thickness of this part. So at this point we have done all the necessary dimensions, but to show that this hole is running throughout the whole part, we will choose this offset section view. So let's click on this, and now we will drag it all the way through our model, then double click, and as we can see, we have an offset section. Let's put it somewhere here, for example, and it's just the cutout, so we can see the inside of the part. We don't need to put dimensions on this part. We have the name, so this is all we need. And as we can see, we don't need this right view because all the necessary dimensions are put on these two views. So we can just select this view and delete it, and delete this. Now, to have the drafting looking better, we need to edit our background. So let's go to Edit, Sheet Background, and go to the frame and title block, and we will create a title block. We can choose from a few sample title blocks that CATIA provides. We will choose a title block sample 2, and action we want to do is create this title block. Let's click Apply and OK. And as you can see, we have the title block here. Now we can edit text in this title block. For example, if we want to change the number or the name of this part, we can use YouTube tutorial part 2, for example. Click OK or enter, and now we change the name. Let's go back to the edit view. So click Edit and working views, and now we can move our model so it's on the title, near the title block. Everything fits perfectly, so we can move it a bit, move the names closer, and well, this one, yeah. So this is it. We can now edit all of the dimensions as we want. We can raise them, lower them. I like to not play with it so much afterwards, but I just want to tell you there is no one proper or good way how you can put the dimensions on the parts. You just need to have develop a feel for it. Now let's save it, File, Save As. We have more options. We can save it as cut drawing. That means we can then go back and update it, or let's just save it as PDF, save. So this is it for this part. If you have any suggestions for another videos, or if you have some parts that you would like me to put the dimensions for you or do the drafting, leave the suggestions in the comments, and see you next time. Bye bye.